Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gunpla Network. I'm the Spicer and today's unboxing of the Master Grade AGE-2 Dark Hound Gundam comes to you courtesy of those fine folks over at Canadian Gundam. Canadian Gundam is your one-stop shop for all things Plamo and Gunpla here in North America. When you're checking out their vast catalog and placing your next order, don't forget to use the promo code Gunpla Network to save yourself 10% off. So this unboxing is going to be like all the rest of my unboxings have been for a good while now, where it's just my thoughts. You'll still see everything that's in the box, I'm just not going to directly reference it unless I feel some way about it. However, I do want to say I did this month's, or this grouping of kits differently. Usually what I'll do is I'll do the unboxing, I'll do the build, but I'll usually shoot the unboxings for kits around the same time, just because I'm already doing it. It's a fairly quick process for that part at least. However, I didn't want the Dark Hound unboxing to sound the exact same as the AGE-2, because I knew relatively about the same, and since they're based on the same frame, I decided, well, I'll do the AGE-2, get an opinion about the frame, and then move on to my thoughts for the Dark Hound. And if you've seen that AGE-2 review, if you haven't, you can go find it on our channel. But this is going to effectively just be my complaints from that. The frame is something that I'm just dreading touching again. I don't ever intend to... Well, I take that back. I might take the AGE-2 down to put on the decals and whatnot. But I really just do not care to ever touch it again, because the shoulders, because the legs, because the transformation gimmick. So going into this, I know the frame is pretty much entirely the same, so I am not super stoked about that. Now I will say, if it looks as good as the AGE-2 does, that's going to be a really nice display piece that I just won't ever touch or breathe or wildly gesture at, because I'm afraid it will fall over. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but still, it will look good is my point. It will be a really nice solid piece as long as I'm not messing with it. So visually, I'm pretty excited. I think all the plastics here look good. I think the different colors they give you will work well together. You have the transparent green and transparent orange, which is kind of a cool combination of colors. So if you want to go with a more AGE style, you can, or if you want to be more screen representative to the Dark Hound, you can do that as well. But one concern I think that I feel like I kind of need to talk about that isn't a recycled thought from the AGE-2 necessarily. It does stem from it, but it's not the same thing. One of the big differences that the Dark Hound has is the upper body and the weapons. So the shoulder binders are different. I think they will probably work slightly better. I don't think necessarily because of a weight difference, but just the way they're designed, I think will work better in a model kit form. The biggest problem, it's still going to be heavy, so the shoulders are going to get drugged down and they're not going to tab in super well. But the other problem I have, and this is something that is, I guess, slightly carried over from the AGE-2, the lance, the Dod's lance or the shot lance, whatever it's called, is a significantly bigger piece than the Dod's rifle or the Super Maximum rifle or whatever the AGE-2's gun is. I can't remember, but it was still a big, heavy piece of plastic. This even more so. It's just longer, basically. So I have concerns that you're really not going to be able to use it in any cool poses. Now, it will look cool in a static standing pose, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull off the dynamic poses that we see on the box or anything else I want to try with those shoulders. I'm not going to lie, I've been thinking about like how I'm going to try to position the shoulder and into the elbow to try to get the box art pose, and I think I can do it, but I'm a little stressed about it, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so largely speaking, in just like quick summation here, I'm not super excited to mess with it. I'm not super excited to build it or transform it. but I do believe once I'm done, I will feel pretty good about it. I think it's going to look good, and after the review and I just put it on my shelf and I don't touch it again, I'll be able to look up at it like I'm looking up at the AGE-2 right now and feel pretty pleased. But if you've built this and you think it is significantly different from the AGE-2, let me know down below. Or if you've built it and have any thoughts, or if you just have questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll do my best to respond and answer. Bleh. And as always, friends, I've been the Spicer here with the Gunpla Network. Do your best to stay safe and keep on building.